Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks team, and it is time for another review of Promised Neverland Season 2, and today I'm going to be talking about Episode 3. I am on vacation right now. I'm up in Luray, Virginia, and I had a good time up here. I went to the Luray Caverns, and if you are ever in this area, make sure that you stop by and check them out. It's really cool. You're in an underground cavern, and yeah, if you like caves and rocks and all that type of stuff, make sure that you come to Luray, Virginia, and check out Luray Caverns. So with that being said, like always, make sure that you like this video and you subscribe so that way you can keep up with the team here at Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and also comment on this video, so if you want to talk with me, I'll respond back. I always respond back. So let's go ahead and get into today's review. So the episode starts off with the kids in the cavern. Emma's talking with Mujika and showing her photos of her other siblings and whatnot and telling stories. The kids are preparing to leave the cavern and set off on the path that they were shown by Sanju in the last episode. And as the kids leave, Sanju and Mujika, they let them know, like, you know, if you see any demons, make sure that you aim for the head. Emma and Mujika, they have a really cool bond. They're happy that they met each other. I don't know, it's like the entire time that I was watching them, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Come together, come closer together. I thought that they were going to show a flashback of Mujika before her and Sanju went on their separate paths from the other demon. And I thought that they was going to show that she was eating humans, because she does tell Emma that she's never talked to a human before. So for me, hearing that, it made me think that, of course, she's never talked to them, because the only thing that she did was eat humans. So she's happy that she made a friend in Emma. Emma's happy that she made a friend with a demon. And they go on their way. But before they leave, I mean, not before they leave, but after they leave, we see Sanju and Mujika standing there. And I just had this feeling that, you know, something was going to happen. Like, I don't know. It's like, you know, you see these shows all the time where it's like, you know, somebody is helping somebody because they have a motive for why they're helping them. And right after they leave, Sanju's like, I can't wait to eat humans again. And I'm just like, yo, like, I knew that something like this was going to happen. I thought that he was only training them so that way they would be a good fight, a good challenge. I know that there are books and movies and TV shows out there where the person that is doing the hunting, they want to give the prey a fighting chance. So that's the reason why they were training these kids, because the kids were already smart. They just didn't know how to handle themselves in a wild environment. So, you know, Mujika's just like, are you going to eat them? And Sanju's like, no, I'm not going to eat them. But if those kids stay out in the wild, they're going to eventually have kids, and then those kids are going to be natural kids. And for natural kids, Mujika and Sanju, they can eat them because it's not against their religion. They can only not eat kids that are born on the farms. Those are the only kids that they can't eat. And we just see Sanju smiling and everything, and Mujika, she looks concerned because it's like, you know, we did all this stuff to help these kids, and now you're already sitting here talking about, yeah, I'm going to eat them. Or not them, but I'm going to eat the kids. So I just knew that something was going to happen. And then he ends up leaving because he has something that he has to take care of. And we see him run into the demons that we saw in the first episode. He kills, I guess it's one of the demon dogs. And we're left with the next scene because we just see Sanju looking at the demon, and it just goes to the next scene. So the kids, it's like they're on their way. They're trying to find the path. I was reminded of, what is it? I don't know if, you know, if you read the Bible or anything like that, but like the story of Moses, where all of the people, they were wandering in the desert trying to look for the promised land. And that's how I kind of feel with the kids. It's like they're just wandering, like they were trying to find their path, and they got lost. Well, they thought that they were lost until they pull up the map that Mr. Minerva supplied them with, and it shows them that this is what they need to do. There's a secret passageway somewhere, which they do find. And, you know, I was happy for them, because I'm always happy when the kids, you know, get some type of insurance, or, you know, some type of thing that helps them when they need the help, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they've been on the run this whole time. So it's like it was good for them to finally find this hideout that was underground. And I was getting Walking Dead season 1 vibes from this, when the survivors, they finally find the CDC building, because it's like they're happy, and like that's what happens with the kids. It's like they find this underground hideout, and there's food there, there's lights, shower, it's everything, you know what I'm saying? It's like they were happy. I was happy for them, but you know, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I was just like, yo, something is gonna happen. Something is gonna happen to these kids, and I don't know what's gonna happen to these kids, but something is gonna happen. But I was happy for the moment, and like that's what I always like to say: enjoy the moment while it lasts. Don't get too hyped. Just enjoy it for what it is, because they were talking about, hey, we can stay here, like this is our new place, we can hunt for animals and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, this is cool, but it's like, come on, guys. It's like, I'm sure that there's somebody that knows about this. They also find a note in there from Mr. Minerva that, you know, tells them that this is a hideout. They find an underground passageway here in this hideout as well. And it's like they're just happy. They're celebrating. They feel good. The redhead kid, I don't really know a lot of the kids' names, so I just make up names for the kids. You have the redhead kid, you have the kid that looks like Ash, and then you have the kid that has the blonde hair, and it's like an onion type hairstyle. So I don't know the names, I just give them names. But yeah, redhead kid, he was playing the piano, and onion haired kid, he hit a key and it opened up a passageway. So I want to know what's in this hideout, because it's like I just feel like that something is going on, something is going to happen. And we see that when one of the girls, she's standing in front of a door with a shocked look on her face, and she, like, one of the other girls is like, hey, like, what's going on? Is everything all right? And then she runs over to the door and she sees that there is something in the room. We don't know what's in the room, but then, you know, on the other side of the hideout, you have Emma with some of the other kids, and her and Ray, they're together, and they see like there's a hole on the door, and on that hole is where Mr. Minerva's pen needs to go. And once the door opens up, there's a telephone booth. Well, not a telephone booth, but one of those booths, one of those phones that you would see in a telephone booth. And it starts ringing. So Emma, she goes to pick up the phone, and then we go back to the other kids, and you see on the wall that help is on the wall. And I was just like, okay, yeah, something is going down. What is happening? Like, what happened to the other kids that were here? Like, it's just weird that, you know, that this place, it still looks the same. Like, everything is fine, and it's like we don't see anything that shows us what happened to the other kids that were there. And it's just like, were there ever any other kids that escaped and went there? That was what I was thinking. But then we saw the help, so of course there were some kids there, but like, why would they write help on the wall? This is supposed to be a safe haven for people who escaped the farm. So when Emma picks up the phone, it's Mr. Minerva, and that's how the episode ends. So, you know, just watching this episode, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that, you know, we were getting a little bit more of the mystery that's going on. Also, too, they found a radio, AM transmitter or something like that, where they could pick up radio signals, and they were able to listen to the conversations that were going on at the other farm. So I know that that's going to play a big part going into the future. I also think that Sonju is going to betray the kids. I mean, just that smile that he had on his face, it looks sinister. It's like, I know that they said that they don't eat humans, but I don't know, man. It's like, you say that you want to help people and like you change your ways, but it's like you're already planning to eat their kids. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But all in all, great episode. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Tell me what you thought about the episode. Did you like the episode? Did you hate it? Did you have the same thoughts like me? Did you think that something was going on, or did you think that the kids were safe? Like I always say, make sure that you leave a like for the video, subscribe to the channel, and talk in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about Promised Neverland. And yeah, I'll see you next week when I cover episode 4. Make sure that you follow me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook by typing in Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Make sure that you follow all of the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks. That is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you're feeling generous and would love to donate to your boys at the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks team, hit us up at Leveling Up Banks on Patreon, and we are always accepting donations. I hope that you liked the video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and get notified every time we upload a new one by subscribing and ticking the bell icon. You can also listen to the full episode by searching for Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks on your favorite podcast app. If you'd like to help support more great content like this, be sure to check us out on Patreon. We'll have the link posted in the description below. Thanks for listening, and see you on the next episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.